This is epic.
Max Verstappen on the main straight, leading this race, now out of this race. Verstappen goes straight on. Max Verstappen goes past Lewis Hamilton. Here comes Hamilton on Max Verstappen. Hamilton's going to try again, this time on the inside, and continent touch. Verstappen is out of the race, and that's a big crash. Here goes Hamilton on lap 50. And he tries to get past Leclerc and goes off the track. Has Hamilton gone through? Yes, he has. He wins the British Grand Prix for an 8th time. The two championship contenders giving it everything.
So Hamilton and Verstappen's rivalry is heating up, but who will win the World Championship? Right, so Formula 1 is probably the best sport going around at the moment. Obviously, the football's on its comeback, but they've got the pre-seasons and all that, and it's the one. F1 is the one. Now, I'm not really an F1 kind of addict. I don't know too much about F1, but I have been enjoying it. Verstappen and Hamilton, you know, they're keeping it entertaining. And yeah, realistically, I'm just a casual, but it's been very entertaining. Obviously, we have had this rivalry come and heat up F1 because it's been dominated for so long, Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, he has had people pop up near and there, like you've had Vettel, all these people, but overall, Hamilton has had a bit of an easy route, and now that Verstappen is came, challenged him. It's like Cars, you know, in Cars, we got Lightning McQueen in the first one, challenging the blue guy and the green guy, the old guys who, you know, have won it countless times. You've got this young guy coming in to try and take the crown. That's what Verstappen's doing. He's been the youngest F1 driver ever, 17 years of age, absolute madness, racing for Red Bull. He's 23 now, a great future ahead of him. He's won a lot of Grand Prix and had a healthy lead on Hamilton until that British Grand Prix, which he wasn't very happy about, wasn't he? The celebration he didn't like, and it was a big win for Lewis, celebrating loads, but everyone was talking about that controversial crash. Was it Lewis Hamilton's fault? Was it Verstappen's fault? I personally thought that it was a bit 50-50. Verstappen could have definitely left him a bit more room, but I thought Hamilton was a bit wide of the corner. He could have gone a lot closer to the curb, is it? Or the corner anyway, and he wouldn't have crashed into Verstappen or tapped his wheel. So realistically, it is more Lewis Hamilton's fault, I would say. And obviously the Red Bull guys, the chief guy, whoever he is, was not very happy about the bloody 10-second point deduction. It should have been more than that, which I kind of agree with. I don't know what a fair one would be, 30-40 seconds maybe, that's quite a lot, but it was a big crash. 51 Gs, I think the average person, what is it, experiences 1 or 3 Gs. Madness. I think when they go around the corners, they speak 3 or 4 or 5 Gs, something like that. It's madness. But 51 Gs, Verstappen crashing into that corner. He could have got really seriously injured. So luckily, he didn't, though. He got out fine, went checked up, and he's going to be hungry to go to Hungary and compete in that Grand Prix and try and gain more points on Lewis Hamilton, because I think it's only 6 now in the standings, is it? Obviously, Red Bull are above Mercedes in like the company one, but in the player one, I think he's always up there, Verstappen, and he was like a hefty amount ahead of him, I'm pretty sure, like 19, 18, something like that. It's now only 6. Lewis Hamilton got first and Verstappen went crashing out, had to DNF, which was a shame, really. It would have been such a good race, especially the English thing. Their rivalry now is one of the biggest in F1. I think it can be. Verstappen is only getting better, and Lewis Hamilton, when is he going to stop? I reckon he'll reach to 40, someone's still racing. And everyone classes it, is it like a proper sport? Because you don't have to be as physically fit. I think you have to be kind of, not in shape, but you don't have to be freaking massive. Else your car's going to drive a lot slower, aren't you? Bloody, some guy who has 10 Mackies a day driving on. Oh, he's going to be doing dead slow, and but it's not really, it's more about reaction time and knowing the tracks and stuff and your car. Like, Red Bull do have a faster car than Mercedes, so that's why they're winning. It's absolute madness between Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen. Obviously, I think a lot of people hate Lewis Hamilton, don't they? Well, they don't hate him, but they dislike him. They think he's been going on for too long, like, just winning. And I'd love to see Verstappen, the Dutch, win it. Someone different, you know, mixed up. But obviously, Lewis Hamilton hasn't won every single world championship for thingy, but he's won majority of them, and he could be considered the greatest of all time. A lot of people would say that. You've also got Lando Norris, who a lot of people love, don't he? He's another youngster who's been pushing through. He's been normally getting about 5th or 6th, sometimes dropping a bit lower. He has got 3rd place where he did amazing that time, and he does push Lewis Hamilton, Bottas, who, you know, they like to be 2nd and 3rd, so that if Lewis needs to go fetch Verstappen, Bottas can just let him overtake him. But yeah, he's doing sick. Obviously, he did get robbed, didn't he, at the Euros or something, which was madness, but he's got a bright future ahead of him with McLaren. If he switches, you never know, or they get better. he could be in the races to getting up to that first, second podium. But McLaren, I think, were looking to compete with the Ferrari or something like that, wasn't they? Mid-table, Lando Norris has gone, stuff that. I'm going for the big boy ranks, 5th, 4th, 3rd. He's doing amazing. A lot of people love him. But yeah, Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton, a big rivalry starting. They don't like each other because Verstappen was very annoyed when he saw the celebrations. Lewis Hamilton kind of keeps himself to himself a little bit, but deep down that rivalry is going to be sparked even more at the Hungary Grand Prix, which is in a few days. Absolute madness. I just feel like throughout this F1 Grand Championship, World Championship, Verstappen has just had the edge over Hamilton, and although Hamilton's catching up now, it's going to take something big, maybe another crash from Verstappen. Obviously, you did have the Grand Prix before the British Grand Prix. I can't remember which one it was. Was it in Monaco? I don't know, where Verstappen tyres popped. That was a madness, and Lewis Hamilton could capitalise that, but then he bloody locked his brakes, and instead of turning, he went straight on. You know, he missed an opportunity there, but he took his one in the British Grand Prix, and it's heated up now. I think Verstappen does have the edge, and I would like him to win, but you never know. The F1, it is attracting more viewers at the moment. I think it's the biggest sport at this current time like that is going on. People are very interested in it. You've got a lot of crashes, which overall, the casual does kind of want to see entertainment. You don't want to see anyone getting hurt, but there's a lot of action at the moment, and you've got people, teams going against each other. Red Bull not very happy with Mercedes. You've got Verstappen, like, having to go at Hamilton is madness. Like, there's that clip of him where he's like, oh, this is the closest I am to Red Bull. I'm not going to sit behind like a grandma. It's brilliant, F1. So, yeah, in my eyes, I hope Verstappen wins, but Lewis Hamilton has the experience, and I feel like if he gains the lead in the championship leaderboards, I think he has the experience to keep that points and keep that tally. It would be a bit of a shock, I think, if Hamilton did go and beat Verstappen, but he'd have to probably run up together, like come first in the next 3 or 4 Grand Prix, or put like a run together where he comes first to get some points off Verstappen. Obviously, Perez, the Red Bull guy, he normally tends to get fastest lap, and he nicked it off Hamilton last time, didn't he? Which Hamilton loves to try and get that fastest lap, but I think Verstappen's been consistent this F1 championship, and I hope he takes it, just to throw some entertainment in, you know, throw a different person, get in the Grand Championship, but overall, it's going to be a madness. It's going to be close, very close. Who's everyone got? We don't know, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe. Vroom vroom F1. See you in the next video.